Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. This isn't something that I'd normally put on my channel, but as I've been playing it for the last few days, I thought it's something I'd share with you just in case you haven't seen it and because it's something a little bit different that I don't normally do on the channel. So, if any of you are not familiar with Plants vs Zombies, first of all, where have you been for the last 7 years? Plants vs Zombies originally came out in 2009, I think it was May 2009 by PopCap Games, and it's been released on pretty much every platform ever since. It's been on PC, Android, iOS, PlayStation, Xbox, pretty much the whole lot, and there's been various clones and rip-offs of it along the way. So Plants vs Zombies was essentially a variation on a tower defense game, which was more appropriately described as lane defense. So you have 5 horizontal lanes. The bad guys, in this case the zombies, approach from the right hand side of the screen and they try to make their way from right to left down these 5 lanes. You take control of the plants and you have limited resources and cooldown timers. You have to plant different types of plants in the lanes to stop the zombies reaching your house, which is your base. If 2 zombies get down the same lane all the way to your house, then it is essentially game over. So, Plants vs Zombies is a really, really simple game, very, very fun, very, very addictive. Now, a couple of years ago, PopCap produced Garden Warfare, which was released under the EA label. Now, I never played the original Garden Warfare. One of the things that I did find out about it from various other sources is that it was quite a grind because the game had a lot of microtransactions and it had in-game currency, and it wasn't so much pay to win, but it was very much a case of you really had to pay to remove the grind, and that isn't something that I like in games, particularly when these Garden Warfare games are full-priced releases to begin with. But Garden Warfare 2 has just come out. It's been out about 10 or 11 days at the time of recording this, and I've been playing it for quite a bit, and I've really, really been enjoying it. So, Garden Warfare, both of the games, are essentially a third-person shooter, but they're a little bit more casual than just your run-of-the-mill shooter. Because they are produced, well, because they're published by EA, they are actually using the Frostbite engine, the same as Battlefield 4. They're using Frostbite 3. So it is quite a powerful engine, which means the game looks very pretty, even though it's quite a sort of a cartoony look, because that's how the Plants vs Zombies game works. Now, it's quite a casual shooter, really. It is mainly focused around multiplayer, but one thing that they have done with Garden Warfare 2, which is a real improvement over the first one by every source that I've had to go by, is they've added much more content. I mean, first of all, if I just head over here, I'm obviously in the Plants Garden. This is the hub, by the way, so if I just climb up here onto this wall, and you can see this map, we've got like a town hall over there, we've got this park in the middle, and on the opposite side you can see the zombie mansion, Zomboss's mansion, and on this side we've got Crazy Dave's tree. This is the garden. So you can actually play as the plants or the zombies. I'm actually on the plants side at the moment. And you can go ahead and interact with a lot of the things around the world. You can build certain things like this here. You can unlock and build certain hedges and items that you can place in the world, so you can actually customize the way certain things look. But if we just go over here, we can actually pick up quests. So as you can see, there's a list of quests that we can do. Now, I've already done I've pretty much done all of the quests for the plant side, but you've got these quests on the plant side and the zombie side. They are different for both sides. You can do them solo. You can also, with some of them, do them as a cooperative group. There's also a thing called Garden Ops, which we can access from here. There's also Graveyard Ops, which is the zombies version of it. So you can actually go in and do them on your own. Not too sure why it's saying I'm on North America East, because I really shouldn't be. That should be on, is Europe the only option? Why do I have a better ping to North America than I do to Europe, which is where I'm located? That's really random. But anyway, you can actually do these solo, or you can create a multiplayer match and go in with your friends. And basically what you do on these is it's like a sort of a wave defense. So I'll show you one of those shortly. I just want to show you some of the other things that you can do. Of course, the game does have multiplayer, which is this thing here. This will take us into the multiplayer portal. And if we go over here, you can see we've got this quest board where you can pick up various different quests for the plants and the zombies, and some specific multiplayer ones as well. Now, each time you complete one of these quests, you are rewarded a certain number of stars. Some of the quests are much more difficult and give you a higher number of stars. Now, these stars are an in-game currency that are used to open chests and do all other various things. You can also get coins for some of them. Now, coins are the main in-game currency. And along the bottom here, you can see there's an XP multiplier. So every time you complete one of these quests, you gain, it tells you how many pips you get on the multiplier. And basically, you can build the XP multiplier up. Providing you log in every day, the multiplier will stay where you left it. If you don't log in for a few days, then the multiplier will start to drop down. So it's a good incentive to log in and play every day. But at the same time, it doesn't punish you too harshly if you don't log in every day. And it's not really giving a huge benefit to people that do. So, unlike a lot of these games where they try and bribe you to play every day by just giving you free stuff, all logging in every day and doing a mission does is give you a higher multiplier. You still actually have to go and do something to multiply the XP. But that's the quest system in a nutshell. If I go and hit escape here, you can actually see at the top it tells you exactly how many coins I have. Not really many at the moment. And I have 6 stars, which again is quite few. And if we go over here, you can see we have the changing booth. And this is where you can swap between the different characters. So there's 7 characters on each team, and there are variations of them, which you have to unlock by buying the sticker packs. Now, you can also customize them, like I've done here with Colonel Corn. If you actually have a look, he's got a bit of a sort of a weird hat that he's wearing, and you can change that under appearance. So I could go and take his hat off if I wanted, and I can go and take off his organics and make him look like the normal Colonel Corn, like he's supposed to. But again, these are things that you actually unlock by buying sticker packs, which is something that I will show you guys briefly. So you've got a few different characters. There's a few different things that you can do with all of them. I'm going to show you Pea Shooter because he's the one that I've played the most and got the most upgrades with him. So first of all, you've got the appearance as mentioned, where you can change things like your hats, accessories, organics, and tattoos. You've also got the abilities. Now, most of the time, each of your characters is going to have 3 abilities, which are bound to the 1, 2, and 3 keys. And these are abilities you can use in the game, and they are all on a cooldown timer. Now, sometimes you will unlock extra abilities, like this one here. So we have my second ability, which is normally the Pea Gatling. So I dig into the ground, root myself in place, and turn into a Pea Gatling. Or we can go for the Retro Gatling. Manually cranking out peas. It's a slower rate of fire, but it does more damage. So you've got the choice to go between some of these different abilities. You've also got some gestures, which are essentially just sort of emotes that you can do by hitting the left and right cursor. So they don't really do much for the game. It's more of a vanity thing. And then you've got the character upgrades. You get 3 upgrade slots, and you unlock more upgrades each time you level up. So I've leveled this guy up twice. I've got a health regeneration delay, and I've got an extra zoom. When I get him up to the next level, which I think is 5 again, I'll be able to get some more of these to choose from. So if you just look at the different characters we've got here, we've got Citron. Citron is the tank of the Plants team. He can actually build a shield. He can roll into, he can turn into a ball and roll around to get into a battle quickly or escape. I do have a variant on Citron. I've also got the Electro Citron, who can just go and electrify people. Then we've got Rose. Rose is the mage of the team. She can actually polymorph zombies into goats so that they can't do as much harm. They can still charge at you though, so they do sort of ram you. She has a sort of a homing attack is her main attack, but she doesn't do an awful lot of damage with it. She can also go invulnerable for a few seconds and stun and deal AoE damage. Then there's Colonel Corn. Colonel Corn is the sort of heavy artillery of the game. He's got a very rapid rate of fire machine gun. He can also call in airstrikes onto the battlefield to do quite a lot of damage. Pea Shooter is the sort of standard assault, very decent splash damage, can move around quite quickly, has a ability to turn into a turret, which allows him to do a lot of damage, but he can't move. Then you've got Chomper. Chomper is the melee class of the game. You can see I've got quite a few customizations on Chomper. He doesn't have any ranged abilities at all, really, apart from a sort of a Caltrops style ability and a slow. But he can, if he gets behind an enemy, completely devour it in a single chomp, and that will kill them instantly. Although he can't do that again for a few more seconds because he has to finish eating them before he can do anything else. You've then got Sunflower. Sunflower is the healer of the group. Now, Sunflower actually has quite a fast rate of attack, as well as the ability to perform a very devastating laser beam with her eyes, but she can also heal the team and heal the pots and things around the map. And then finally you've got Cactus. Cactus is the sniper of the plants team. Has the ability to build walls that he can hide behind, and he can also call in a garlic drone that he can pilot around the map and shoot at people from the air. We can take a quick look at the zombies side. I don't know as much about the zombies because I haven't really played the zombies all that much. But you've got the imp, which is this annoying little git that runs around the map. He's very, very small, fast and hard to hit, and he's got some really crazy abilities that do a lot of damage, especially if he gets in the middle of a group. Then you've got Super Brains. Super Brains is the melee character of the zombies team. It's very, very devastating when he gets into close range. He can take a lot of damage as well. He has a lot of health, and he can really mess up a group of plants if he gets in the middle. Then you've got Captain Deadbeard. He's kind of a middle ground run-of-the-mill class. He's got a shotgun. He's also got a parrot drone which he can fly around the map, so much in the same way that Cactus can do with his garlic drone. Captain Deadbeard has pretty much the same thing there. Then you've got the foot soldier. The foot soldier is probably this sort of standard assault class with the game. He has this sort of paint gun that he uses, the assault blaster. He also has a jetpack that allows him to jump up onto high ground, and he has a rocket launcher that he can fire. Then you've got the engineer. The engineer is pretty similar to Pea Shooter. He does have a sort of a stun grenade that he can use, as well as the ability to turn into a turret and do high rates of damage, and he also has the ability to ride around on his jackhammer, which makes him move faster. So his abilities are very, very similar to Pea Shooter. Then you've got the scientist, who is pretty much the team's healer. He does have an explosive bomb that he can try and attach to people. It is a sticky bomb. It's very, very hard to hit with, and he has a short-range teleport. And then finally, you have the all-star, which is the zombies team's tank. He has the ability to put down a shield. He can tackle charge into the enemy and do a lot of damage instantly, and he also has this rapid fire American football gun that just basically shoots footballs really, really hard and fast at the enemy. And he can punt imps, which explode on contact with the enemy. And you'll also see there are some variants for these, which are, you get this thing called Hero Showcase, where every week a new variation unlocks that you can try out. And sometimes these are not just cosmetic, sometimes they do have variations to their abilities, although they're not usually massive variations, so he probably has all the same abilities, but sometimes you do get extra abilities and things work slightly differently. Good example for that would be on Citron here. So normally when you're playing as Citron, your main attack is your orange cannon, which is just a constantly firing beam of energy. But if you play as Electro Citron, he actually has a 24 round electric gun that you can actually charge up. So you can fire single shots, or you can fire in a burst of 6, or you can fire a burst of 12. So you've got different sort of power levels there. So that's just the way that that works. I think I've already got Pea Shooter selected, so I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of what the game is about. So with I've apparently picked up Cactus accidentally and didn't realise that, so let me just go and change back to Pea Shooter. I do prefer Pea Shooter. He is one of my favourite characters in this. So let's go ahead and do that change. There we go. So what we're going to do now is just going to head out into the garden very quickly, and we can just go ahead and have a look and see how the combat works. Now these things here are pots. Now the plant side gets pots, the zombie side get bots, and what you can do with these things is you can go up to a pot and you can plant one of these things that'll do something for you. So for example, I could plant a Pea Shooter here, and this thing will automatically shoot at any zombies that come too close. And the zombies pretty much get the same abilities as well. So this is just the hub area for the game. There isn't really an awful lot going on here, except plants and zombies will constantly spawn and battle it out in the middle of the park. Now it is quite possible to go and find some quests that are hidden around on this map. As you can see, I'm not a very good shot today. Let's just reload. So one of the things that you can do here in the middle of the park is you can actually raise this flag, and that will start a sort of wave attack where you'll get wave and wave of zombies coming after you until you are able to defeat them. So as you can see, Pea Shooter actually does quite a lot of damage. If you can get headshots, you can kill most things. Some of these zombies do actually have armor, which make them a little bit more difficult to defeat, but not impossible. So when you see the ones that have buckets on their heads, and when you see the ones that have newspapers, they are harder to destroy. So we've got a foot soldier over there, and he's firing at us, which is a little bit annoying. So I might have to deal with him. So I'm going to hit my number 2 ability and turn into my turret, which now I can't move, but I can actually shoot very, very quickly. try and get his health down. He still has quite a bit. Now, if I use my number 3 ability, I can actually charge around the map at lightning speed. This also allows me to jump really high as well. So my health's quite low at the minute, so what I could do is I could go over to this pot and I could plant a sunflower, and this will actually give me some healing. So let's go see if we can finish off this this guy. Now some of these, let's drop a chili bean. This will explode if he gets too close to it. He's dropped his horrible purple gas thing. There we go, we actually got the kill on him. And I also gained a level. And he's also dropped some gold. Now you can see my level down there in the bottom left hand corner. So every time you get enough XP to level up, you gain a level. You unlock new abilities at level 5 and level 9. And then when you get to level 10, you can go and promote your character to the next rank. When you promote them to the next rank, your XP bar changes colour, you get a new title, and your level is reset to 1. But then that allows you to start gaining XP again. The other good thing about that is that you also get 20,000 coins. So let's just go and have a look and see what we can actually do with coins. We're being shot at again by something, but we'll be safe once we're in the garden. Please stop shooting at me. I'm actually on fire there, that is fine. Let's just quickly dash around to the back here where you can see the leaderboards. So if I actually go up to these things here, you can actually see the stats for all of your different characters, and you also see the variations you can get. So you can see with Citron here, I've actually got one of his variations unlocked, which is Electro Citron. Now if I go over here to, let's go over to Rose for example, we can see that Rose doesn't have any specific, because I don't really use Rose, but Rose doesn't get a promotion because she's only level 2, and she's just a sort of a standard character. If I go over to Pea Shooter here, it should be able to tell you that, yeah, I'm a specialist, so I've already been promoted once. So Pea Shooter is actually now a specialist, and when I took that promotion, I got 20,000 coins. So what do you do with the coins? Well, let's go and have a look. We'll just nip back outside and we will find one of the sticker shops. So here's the sticker shop, and you can see we have these different packs of stickers. Now, some of these look like they're really expensive. The top ones cost 75,000 coins. Now that is quite a lot, but you can, if you're doing multiplayer games or doing garden ops, you can quite easily earn 10 to 30,000 coins per match. So you can easily get a lot of coins very, very quickly in this game. Not to mention that you can get coins by opening the chests that are littered around. You can also get coins by doing quests. So there's various different ways to get these coins. You can purchase coins, but I don't really see any point in doing so. They have made this game relatively easy to attain coins. So what do these things give you? Well, starting with the cheapest ones, as I've already said, you have the ability to plant these pots and bots if you're playing as the zombie side. If it shows me my last open pack, there we go. So this was the last pack that I opened. And this pack came with a self-revive that allows you to revive yourself if you go down in a match without having to wait for one of your teammates to come and revive you. It gave me a pea cannon, which is a pot, and a boxer bot, which is a bot. So those are the things that you can plant that are defensive. So is the scaredy shroom. That is also a pot for the plant side. And then there's the exploding imp, which is a summonable zombie. Now the summonables, you can get summonable plants and summonable zombies, but they can only be summoned on certain match types in certain situations. So with these cheaper packs, you are likely to get, as it says, I'll get guaranteed 5 consumables. That's all I'm guaranteed to get. This one's a little bit more expensive, but it's guaranteed to have at least 1 uncommon item. As we go up to the next one, this one is guaranteed to have at least 1 rare item and a high likelihood of a rare character piece. And as you go up, you're more and more likely to get more rare things. Like the top one, this phenomenal pack contains 5 items. Choose this and you're guaranteed enough stickers to unlock a rare or super rare character, like Citron's Electro Citron, for example. So let's just go ahead and we'll just open one of these booster packs here, just so you can see how it works. So it deducts the coins. We get another pea cannon, which is a pot. We get a summonable pumpkin weed. We get a summonable heal zombie. We get a fume shroom, which is a rare pot. We actually get 3. It's a pack of 3. And we've also got the super rare bamboo shoot. These are really cool, these things. Plant these in a pot and they will automatically airstrike any enemies that come too close. So we can also go ahead and have a quick look around the map and just see if there's any chests we can open. There are a few sort of hidden around. It's just a matter of finding them sometimes. So you do have to have a look around and try not to get killed along the way. Not too sure where any have been left. Now you can also use the stars to buy XP. You can exchange the stars for XP. You can also use the stars to clear parts of the map, parts of the hub in your own base, in the garden or in the zombie mansion, which then allows you to build some pretty upgrades and things like this thing here. If we just go and clear this guy out of the way. Get dead. So if we wanted, we could go and use stars to clear off this rubble. Not going to use the stars on that. There is a chest up there, actually. Let's just go and jump up here. We can do that because we can jump really, really high. At least it'd be easier if I wasn't moving around so quickly. So what we can do is we can spend 5 stars and open this chest. And as you can see, that gives us a load of coins and gems, but it also gives us a backyard item, the Robo-Cat Playground. So as you can see, sometimes you get things that you can build. You can get parts for characters as well. So there's varying different things. Oh yeah, a lot of the terrain is also destructible, so you can shoot stuff and blow stuff up. It's all quite fun, really. So we've got some more coins now. We're back up to 3,500 coins. So as you can see, it is quite easy to get these coins. It's not really a difficult thing at all. Let's just go back to the base, and I'll quickly show you guys one of the garden ops. I won't do the whole thing, of course, because they do take quite some time. I haven't really played much multiplayer at the moment. I've mainly been playing solo with friends, but there are various different multiplayer modes that you can play. So you've got things which are just sort of straight up deathmatch. You've got team deathmatch. You've also got sort of capture the flag, King of the Hill style games. But let's go in and do a quick garden ops. We'll do a solo op. I'll do it on easy just for speed. Let's find a nice map. In fact, let's not find a nice map. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8 maps at the moment. We'll do a random one. If you do it on higher difficulty, you will get more coins for completing it. So you get double the coins if you do it on the highest difficulty level. But we'll do a easy one here. And we'll just get a little bit of animation to just show us how this is going to work. So these garden ops, or indeed graveyard ops if you're playing as the zombies, basically give you 10 waves. And you'll get some interesting waves in there. Some of them will just be trash waves. You'll get a couple of boss waves and the opportunity to do some extra things. So I'm going to take Pea Shooter because I do love playing as Pea Shooter. He is definitely my main in this game. Now, because I'm playing this solo, I should have the option to summon in some AI allies. And indeed I do, which is why we have these 3 pots here. So these 3 pots allow me to go and get some allies. So first of all, I think we're going to get a Citron, because Citron is a tank. And then I think we will get ourselves a... Let's get a Colonel Corn, because he does a lot of damage. And then I think we'll go and get ourselves a Sunflower, so we've got ourselves a healer. So now we've got ourselves our team. And if we look, you can see that over there we've got Plant B. And over here we've got plant A and C. So these are basically the 3 different points that we can choose to defend. So I think we'll go and possibly do C, which is the closest one. Yeah, so this is C. So we'll go and defend this one. So let's go ahead and plant this. Now, one good thing that I do like when you're playing solo play, if you use the cursor keys up and down, you can actually swap between the 4 different characters. So you can actually control all 4 of them if you want to. But most of the time it's going to be on automatic. So we've planted this. You can now see we've got these pots that have spawned. And these will allow us to plant various different things in there. So we can put one of those bamboo shoots in there. We could also go ahead and put in something like a fume shroom. They destroy armor. So these things can get destroyed, and then you have to wait to replant them. But at the same time, if you do have a healer, which we do because we've got Sunflower there, she can actually heal these plant pots up as well. Now, there are loads of these pots all over the place. There's probably some... Yeah, like there's one down here at the bottom of the ramp. Sometimes they're not worth using all that much because they get destroyed too easily if you can't defend them. So this tells us where the wave is coming in from. So we're going to go and start shooting this first wave. Now, this thing's not too accurate, but it does actually do splash damage, so it does make it fairly easy to get kills. So, it looks like the waves all coming in from one direction. Here's the next group. So I'm not really aiming at individual zombies. As you just heard from all the dings there, I got quite a few kills. What I'm trying to do is just use my splash damage where I can. Citron's shooting me in the back. Still a zombie left somewhere. There we go. So that's the first wave completed, and that's a perfect wave, which means no zombies managed to get to the thing here in the middle. This is our garden. You can see the health at the top, just above where it's got the wave countdown. And when this thing takes, if this thing takes damage and gets destroyed, then that's it. It's game over. So we basically have to keep this thing alive through 10 waves of enemies. Got a wave coming in from this side right now. I think I might just go and plant another pea shooter down here. Why not? Got hundreds of them, might as well. So there are some bits of the map that are hard to reach for certain characters. A lot of it does depend on the character you're playing. Some of them can actually run faster and jump higher than others. There's Colonel Corn with his airstrike ability there. See, there's a zombie there that just got in. He might get to do some damage to the garden. One actually got to the garden, so the garden may have taken a little bit of health there. I don't think it's a significant amount of damage, but still, you really don't want that to take damage, mainly because you get a bonus to the amount of coins you get if you get perfect waves. The AI is not too bad, I've noticed, in this game. It does seem to be, you know, it's not dumb like the AI can be in some games. The AI certainly plays better than I do most of the time. Yeah, it wasn't a perfect wave, so unfortunately that zombie did do some damage to the fountain, but I'm not worried too much about that. Might even have time to complete this game for you there. Citron's quite far away. I mean, I could take control of him and bring him back, but I'm sure he'll come back in his own time. Your health does auto-regenerate. Now, we've got a Zombomb coming in. Zombombs are quite a large, nasty creature. We can see we've got one coming in from that side. We can see him already, so I'm just going to go straight into turret mode. This is the quickest way to get these guys down. There, he's gone already. And sometimes these guys will actually drop coins as well. Oh, not doing as much damage there as I would have hoped. We do have, do we have a group coming in from the other side? No, it's just this side, so I think we'll be fine if we just go and try and assist. So I've just thrown down there my chili bean. Oh, we did actually get a zombie up here. I didn't realise that any had found their way up. Not too sure where they came from. It is much more difficult to get perfect waves if you're playing with the AI. Obviously, it's much easier if you're playing with a group. To be honest, most of the time that I've played this, I've just played with one friend, and there's just been the two of us. So no AI support at all. It does scale, of course. The more players you have, you get more zombies, and the waves get more difficult. So we've got another wave coming in now. And of course, a lot of the difficulty is dependent on which one of the 3 points you choose to plant. Some of them are harder to defend, some of them are easier to defend. And you can get a bonus to your coins depending on where you choose to set up. So I've just leveled up, level 3 now with this guy. Oh, got a couple of zombies right behind me there, because we do have a wave that's coming from the other side of the map. I do hate these engineers, let's get rid of them. There we go, we can see we've got groups coming up here now, so we do want to try and get some splash damage in there. So, Colonel Corn's getting in there, getting work done. He's getting stuck in. As you can see, that even the healer has quite a fast rate of fire. We've got a few of these annoying guys with papers. Let's go and drop in the chili bean. The zombies will automatically run towards the chili bean, because they're stupid. And that chili bean does quite a lot of damage. There we go, the wave is complete. That thing you just saw hitting the ground there, that was the airstrike coming from our bamboo shoot right there. This thing electrocutes people as they get too close to it. The pea shooters do pretty much the same thing I do and just fire peas like this. You can get Gatling ones as well. Okay, Zomboss slots. This happens every 5 waves. So you basically get this slot machine game. You don't do anything with it, it's not interactive, but this will determine whether you get, what type of enemies you get on the wave, whether you get bosses, whether you get bonus gold. So this is unfortunate. We're going to get a wave of armoured zombies. We're also going to get 2 bosses, which makes this a little bit of a pain. But not to worry, we can get through this. Start weakening up some of the standard zombies before the bosses get here if we can. Citron's getting in my way now, that doesn't help. There's one of the bosses, he's coming in from that side of the map. I should be able to do a fair bit of damage to him with my GAT ability. He's hiding behind cover, which is annoying. There we go, I've done about as much as I can there. We do need to try and stop the zombies from getting up here if we can. Now that fume shroom, that is spitting out acid clouds, and what that's doing is that actually reduces the armor of anything that gets too close. So there's one of the bosses down already. That one didn't drop any coins. Some of them do. Do have a wave of zombies coming in from that direction. So this is just one of the single player modes. Now this guy's a vampire. He's annoying because he can teleport, as well as being able to summon little vampire buddies. He can also daze you as well, so I'm taking quite a bit of damage from him. I'm just going to go and get back up again. I don't know where he's teleported to. I can't... Oh, there he is. Unfortunately, there we go. I was hoping he'd actually get into a position where I could hit him. It's annoying when he teleports around so quickly. So there we go, he's dead. It did get to summon some of his guys in. So there's the boss wave complete. We get some more coins for that. So the main reason I'm showing this is just to say it is easy to get coins. You don't need to go and use the microtransactions to do it. Now, one of the things that is a little bit off-putting by this game is it's not available on Steam, of course. It's an EA game, so it's only available on the Origin store. Now, the price for the full game is £50 in the UK. Now, that's a lot. Most games in the UK at the top end are only £45. So, this isn't even a $60 game. It's like a $70 game. It's very, very expensive. However, I did actually have a voucher for Green Man Gaming. It wasn't a personal voucher, so anyone can use it. I'm not too sure when it expires, so there might be a, you know, it won't last forever. But if you are interested in this game and you go to Green Man Gaming and at the checkout enter PVZ30, you'll get 30% off the game. And that's significant. You think about it. I mean, the game is £50, so 30% gives you £15 off. So all of a sudden a £50 game becomes a £35 game. But it does feel like a complete game. It's not like the first one where it was all microtransactions and you had to pay to unlock everything, which I think really sucks. I do hate it when games companies double dip. You know, you charge full price for the game and then you expect people to buy all of your DLC and buy your in-game currency and stuff like that. That is something that I really dislike, but in this, that's not the point. In this, you can buy stuff if you want, but most of it is cosmetic. Now, there is a... if you look on the Origin store, there is another version. There's like a deluxe version that you can buy, which is like £5 or $10 more. And all that basically does is it gives you a handful of extra currency, so it gives you some extra coins. And I think it also comes with 5 of the character variations unlocked. But again, you can unlock them in-game yourself, so you don't have to buy the deluxe version. Unfortunately, the deluxe version isn't on Green Man Gaming, though, so you can't get the deluxe version and get 30% off that, unfortunately. So I've got to level 4 now, so another level and I'll actually get an extra ability for this guy. So we're on wave 7, we're actually getting stuff done. Need to kill these guys quite quickly, just because they can heal. Very, very dangerous if you actually get one of those guys with a boss wave. As you can see, we're getting quite a lot of guys who are getting in close now. Bear in mind, again, I am playing on the easy difficulty level here, so it's not too... it's not difficult at all, really. It's more fun. Here's some of the Super Brains guys. These are the melee guys that are a colossal pain in the arse. There's the wave complete. So, yeah, we got overwhelmed because I think everything came and attacked us all at the same time there. So, yeah, what else can I say about this game? Well, if you like... I mean, I don't treat it like a third-person shooter, even though it clearly is a shooter, but it feels much more like it is sort of a shooter crossed with a MOBA-style game. If you've played Smite, it feels quite similar to that in many ways. You know, it's a third-person game where you're not just shooting at people with ranged weapons, you do have abilities as well. And that is something that I like about this game a lot. And it's got a lot of character. I mean, it is a game that you could play with kids as well. It's not like it's not like Battlefield. There's, you know, it's cartoony. There's no adult themes here. It's fun. It's nonsensical. And that was a completely wasted bean because everything got destroyed before I could hit anything. So let's go and get some more of these games. Now, what you guys will have to let me know is if you want to see more gameplay from this. I mean, this is obviously just me messing around on single player, but we could do some multiplayer stuff, either sort of co-op garden ops or sort of multiplayer games. It's not normally the sort of thing that I do put on the channel, so if it is something that you are interested in seeing, by all means let me know, and I'll see if I can accommodate, because we don't have as much... I don't have as much content on the channel at the moment now that I've actually finished Hand of Fate. So there we go, we've got a perfect wave there. And that was a speed wave as well. I normally try and keep my videos around 20 minutes, as you guys know, unless they're XCOM when they go over terribly large. But I'm enjoying playing this little match, and we've only got 2 more waves left, so we might as well finish things up. And then you guys can see how many coins you can get. We'll probably get around about 10,000 coins, I would have thought. Now, if you kill a boss or something and you see coins drop on the battlefield, anyone on the team can pick them up, and they're split between everybody. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I've picked up all the coins and it's not fair on the other player. So you just pick up... taking a lot of damage here. So those big things that you can see that look like mechs, there's one over there. That's actually an imp. Imps can call down these sort of mech suits. Actually, you just go and have a bean. So there's one of the mech suits there. There's one gone. You get your armor destroyed. Got one coming in from this side. I think I'm just going to cannon up at this point. Take them down a little bit more quickly. Probably some more coming in. It's a little bit of a waste here. I can't move. I can cancel it, but if I cancel it, then I lose any remaining shots that I have. So I might as well just sort of stay in position. There's an airstrike coming in. There is an all-star. Really don't like those guys. They have a very fast rate of fire. They do a lot of damage. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get a bean in there. That thing's zapping them to pieces. Gordon's taking a bit of damage this time around. So it will not be a perfect wave. That was an all-star punting a imp, which is what the explosion was. Now, Sunflower's actually taken quite a lot of damage. Sunflower doesn't have a lot of health, but she has dropped her little healing flower there, which will continually spit out these little stars, and those stars will heal anybody that picks them up. There we go, there's another wave complete. So we've got one more wave to do, which will be a boss wave. So what's going to happen now is we'll get the zombie slots again, and that'll tell us what we're likely to have. And then all we have to do after that wave, assuming we defeat it, which I'm sure we will, is just escape the area. So here comes the slot machine again. Occasionally you'll get like 3 bosses the same, and then you'll get a really hard boss, or sometimes you'll get like 3 treasure things and you'll just get extra money. So we've got 2 bosses here. We've got the Zen Master, we've got that big gargantuan again, and we've also got some more armoured zombies. Shouldn't be a problem. We did lose our fume shroom. I think I'll drop another one there just to help with the armoured zombies. Try and get some shots in over there just to weaken these guys up. We've got the boss coming in. I'm going to try and take the boss out before he gets close enough to us to do anything significant. Got out of my line of sight, unfortunately, so let's... Oh, he's not out of my line of sight anymore. He's right in my face. Got a lot of his health. There isn't really an awful lot I can do here. We just have to... There we go, he's down. That's fine. So we've got a big group of zombies over there. They're all armoured, so I'm just going to try and chuck as much stuff in the middle there as possible. I can also see the other boss. He's in that group, I think. There we go. Most of these things are getting taken out quite easily. If you would mind not chomping on my plant anymore. Can we see the boss? Yes, we can. Here he comes. Unfortunately, he just kicked me there, which kind of broke my my ability that I was doing. So I need him not to kick me in the face while I'm trying to do that. He's actually taking quite a lot of damage from that shot plant as well. He does summon these little ads, which are annoying. Let's just get another bean in there. He's nearly dead, actually. I think he is dead. Oh, we just got one more armoured guy down here, and then that's it. There's always one of these guys in the porta potty that take ages to get to you, just because they amble so slowly. If you aim at their feet, you are more likely to bypass the armour. So there we go. That is the final wave completed. Garden has been defended. All we need to do now is get picked up, which means getting to the extraction zone with everybody and surviving for about a minute. Yep, so landing zone's over there, marked by the icon. We will be attacked by waves of zombies. Best thing to do is just run to the extraction zone and ignore the attack. Once everybody gets into position, it's easier to defend yourself. There are some pots here, but the way I see it is, unless you're really, really struggling, there's no point wasting your pots on these, because this is the final wave and you've just got to hold out for 60 seconds really, and then you're done. So it can seem quite chaotic, and that's one of the things. I mean, the time to kill, I mean, this is a single player game, so we're fighting against these little AI zombies that, you know, take one hit to the head to kill. But if you're actually playing in the multiplayer game and you're going against other players, it's not like Battlefield where you'll run out and all of a sudden, you know, bang bang, that's it, you're dead. You didn't even have a chance to see where the shot came from. There we are, we're level 5 now. But on this, because you have health and because you have healers, it feels much more like you can go in, try and do some damage, get back out again, recharge your health, get back in. It does feel much more like a MOBA in that sense than it does like an FPS. Or in this case, a TPS, because it's a third-person shooter. So we've got 5 more seconds to hang on. Everybody is surviving. And there we go. We're at 0 seconds. We're picked up. So that is a Garden Ops match. So you can do them solo with AI teammates. It's also very, very fun to do with friends as well. As you can see, you can level up your characters quite quickly. And we'll see now at the end just how many coins we got from doing that. Probably not a huge amount because we didn't have any particularly difficult boss waves. There we go. So it's 10,000 coins. 10,000 coins for just playing on the easiest difficulty. And that 10,000 coins will... let's just go to the backyard. That 10,000 coins will give me 4 of the basic sticker packs. Now, if I'd have been playing that on crazy difficulty, yes, it would have been a lot harder, so it would have probably taken longer, but we would have had over 20,000 coins. Now, if you're playing multiplayer games, you can get 20,000 coins just for playing a multiplayer game anyway. So, I actually think Garden Warfare 2 is a really good game. It's really well put together, it's really well polished, it looks nice, it sounds nice, the sound's really great, you know, it's classic sort of Plants vs Zombies music, the animation, it's got a lot of character this game has as well. You know, they've done a good job to make it look and sound good. And so it's using the Frostbite 3 engine, and even though obviously it doesn't have the graphical fidelity that something like Battlefield 4 does, because, you know, it's a cartoony looking game, it's not designed to look hyper realistic, but it does look and run very, very nice. And I'm running this with relatively high settings as well, and it's still running very, very good. You know, I've not had any frame rate issues with it at all, and I'm really, really happy with it. So if you do like sort of third-person shooter MOBA style games, or you like the Plants vs Zombies franchise, I'd definitely consider checking this one out. If you've been put off in the past by Garden Warfare 1 because of its microtransaction system, I don't think you need to worry about that in Garden Warfare 2, because I think the amount of coins that you can achieve, because we're already up to 13,500 now, so the amount of coins that you can get and the speed at which you can level up, it doesn't feel like a grind. It's actually fun to do. So this has been Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little expose video, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, goodbye for now.